You're not being artful. You're not pretending.
Oh, and I'm going off again.
Louisa! Oh, Louisa, no! No! Sweet little darling. But you're going to tell me everything you know.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
Go ahead.
Well, I was sitting in my sister's room, alone, and a man came in.
What sort of man?
Oh, he was young and very handsome.
What did he do?
Well, I asked him who he was.
And what did he say?
He said he was her music master.
Ah, that fellow again! And then?
And then Angelique came in.
What did she say?
She said, "Oh my God, it's you! For heaven's sake, get out!"
Oh. She said that?
Yes. And then she said, "If you're found here, everything's over." But he wouldn't go.
What did he? What did he say?
Oh, he said all sorts of things.
What sort of things?
Well, he said he loved her.
What more?
Nothing more.
You said he said all sorts of things.
Oh, well, he said he loved her in all sorts of ways. Then he got down on his knees, took her hands in his, and he kissed her. Then stepmother came in, he got up and ran away.
Yes?
That's all.
All? But I know all that.
Then why did you ask?
Why? I want to know the rest.
There isn't any more.
Louisa? You've been watching your sister as I told you to. As you say you have. There's a whole lot more you know that you haven't told me.
Well, I told you all I know.
Louisa! This little finger of mine knows everything.
Then why don't you ask it?
Very well, yes, I will. It's whispering to me that there are a whole lot of things you haven't told me. Why did you do that?
Your little finger's wicked, telling lies. I punished it. Pleasure to see you, Monsieur.
Oh, my dear fellow! Oh, but you look splendid. Great heavens, man! What are you doing with that thing? And why was Louison running out here as if the devil himself were after her?
Oh, brother, I'm very ill.
Ill.
Weak. Far too weak. To answer any questions. Much too exhausted to talk.
But that's exactly what I came to do.
Impossible.
Nonsense! I don't believe it.
I'm very hard of you. And I've lost my voice.
Well, that's a pity. I came to propose a husband for Angelique.
The music master!
Music master? He's certainly not that. Though the young man I have in mind has many accomplishments, he's rich, handsome, well-connected, and loves Angelique. What's even more important, she loves him.
Those girls of mine, they'll drive me out of my mind.
I think they have.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly as I say. Though I'm glad to see my visit has done you some good.
Eh?
Well, you seem to be able to hear, and you've recovered your voice. and a little strength, so we'll discuss this further.
I'm sorry, I have to leave you.
Monsieur,
Eh?
you've forgotten.
What?
You can't walk without your stick.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Thank you very carefully.
Oh, Monsieur Pearl, thank God you've come. You'll save my mistress, won't you?
Save her.
This marriage is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And she's being kept a prisoner upstairs.
Prisoner.
If there were only some way of putting it off.
Well, isn't there?
The only thing that would divert your brother's mind is a new illness and a new treatment. Drastic and very urgent.
Then he shall have it.
Easy enough to say, all the doctors are on his side. It wouldn't help.
Then get him a new one.
That's the only way.
Can you get a hold of one?
I have an idea.
Well, what is it?
It's quite mad, but someone will. He's coming back. Oh, Mr. Pearl, stay here and do your best. And above all, keep him in a good temper. Leave the rest to me.
Can I give you a...
No. I can help myself.
Yes, you're not looking nearly as well as I first thought. I am so very sorry. I should have been more sympathetic. You're a dear fellow, and I'm very fond of you. And surely, two brothers can sit and discuss family affairs quietly and reasonably, without getting excited.
I shan't get excited.
Most certainly, nor shall I.
Our conversation seems likely to be an unexciting one.
But I would ask you a few questions. Perhaps you would answer them.
Why shouldn't I?
Ah, that's very good of you.
Don't mention it.
Bless you. You've a heart of gold.
Gold. I doubt it. There's something the matter with it, but not that.
And such wit. Now, let me ask you, why, with all your money, are you marrying your daughter to a man she doesn't want?
To give myself a son-in-law who's useful to me.
Surely a strange reason.
What's strange about it? I think call it eminently sensible.
Sensible.
That's what I said.
Forgive me, dear brother, if I seem slow-witted. But explain yourself.
He's a doctor. And his father's a doctor. And his uncle's a doctor. My doctor. And in a case like mine, 3 doctors are better than 1.
So, I suppose, when Louison comes of age, you'll marry her to an apothecary.
By God, a good idea. I hadn't thought of it. Thank you for mentioning it.
Really? You're impossible! Sacrificing your daughter to your ridiculous illness! You, the healthiest man I've ever known! Me? Healthy? No but! I wish to God I had your constitution! Any other man, with all your bleedings and purgings, heaven knows what else, emptying all those poisons into yourself, corroding your wretched stomach! Any other man would have been dead years ago!
So, you would set yourself up against the accumulated wisdom of the ages.
Bosh!
Bosh! Bosh! You're an arrogant idiot. You always were. And Dora! Go!
Heaven help me. I will not lose my temper. I will not quarrel with you. Brother, each of us waking or sleeping, walking or sitting, is a living miracle. And like all miracles, we have no knowledge. And of how they work, we know nothing. Take this new theory that the blood circulates. Does it? Or doesn't it? Who knows and who ever will know?
You exaggerate. You always did.
Maybe in years to come, hundreds of years, we will have more knowledge. And then doctors may be of some use, although I doubt it. But as of now, it's guesswork, and guesses alter every month. They do more harm than good.
Yet, when men are ill, they call a doctor.
That is a proof of men's gullibility, not of the doctor's skill.
But doctors trust each other and themselves.
Oh, my dear fellow, the great deceivers of the world begin by deceiving themselves. They have to, or they wouldn't be so good at it. And as a matter of fact, I'm not alone in thinking as I do. You should come with me to the theater to see one of Moliere's plays on this same subject.
Moliere. Do not speak to me of Moliere. That rogue, that scribbling ass, that fool. Writing his silly plays against the art of medicine. He ought to be punished. And I hope he will be. Well, if I were a doctor and he was sick, I refuse to treat him.
I don't think that would worry Moliere too much. Just the other day, when I was at his house, he said to me, "Oh, I wish I didn't have to act tonight. I don't feel well at all." "Then call a doctor," said his wife. "A doctor," he replied. "I should never survive a doctor. I'm a sick man. I want all my strength just to keep alive." Heavens alive! Who's this?
Yeah, my apothecary.
Now, monsieur, if you please.
I'll be ready in a moment. Brother, I'm afraid I must ask you to retire.
To retire?
That's what I said, to leave us alone.
But I haven't said half of what I came to say.
Most unfortunate. Some of the time.
Some other time will be too late.
What do you mean, too late?
I came to speak about my niece's marriage, which I now gather is to take place tomorrow.
Quite right, it's all settled. Tomorrow, so there's nothing to be said.
I see how it is. You are behaving so disgracefully.
Can I leave my ears?
I doubt it, nor hard of hearing. So let me repeat myself. You are behaving so disgracefully with such utter selfishness, with such wanton, unnatural, unfatherly cruelty, that you dare not even talk about it.
Dare not?
It's not your hearing that you've lost, dear brother, but your conscience.
You don't know what you're talking about.